Hi everyone, welcome to the session on Python basics where we'll learn about the Python range functions. What is a Python range function? It is like a built-in function which is available with Python from Python 3.x version onward, and Python range function returns a sequence of number from 0 by default and increments by 1 by default, and it stops before a number is specified. So as you can see here, like the syntax of Python range function is range, then we have the start value, stop value, and the step. And if you see here in this tabular format, it is nothing but the parameter values where we have start, stop, and step. Please note the start and step are optional, whereas start and step are optional, whereas stop is compulsory. It means you have to are supposed to provide the stop value. If you don't, then you will get a syntax error. We will start from Python, like the very first parameter, which is a compulsory parameter, is the stop parameter, which we have to provide inside range and then stop. Okay, so what we'll do, we will execute one by one in this Jupyter notebook. Okay, so the very first parameter, range and then stop. So we will apply it using for loop for I in range of 6. Okay, and then print I. So if you want to see here, if I say for I start from 6, so the value that will be taken into account is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, this is my start value. I have not mentioned anything, but by default it will consider 0 as a start value, and the stop value will be 6 because I have provided 6 inside the range function, and the step value will be 0 to 1 with 1, 1 to 2. The difference is 1, right? So the default difference will be taken as 1. So we'll execute this. You can see here it has printed from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll see the start and stop parameter. So I'll just go through here. In this session we'll cover the range with start and stop, then range with start, stop, and step, and then we'll cover the increment range function with positive step values, with negative step values, and then we'll access the range function with index values, and then after that we will cover merging output of two range function using chain method from itertools, which is a Python package. Numpy will be Python range function with Numpy will be covered in the next session. So I have explained about this range with only stop parameter. Now this is a range with start and stop. So start value you are mentioning it explicitly here, and the end value is 6. So it will go from 0 to n minus 1, which will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how it will work in Jupyter, okay, notebook. For I in range 0 comma 6, okay, we'll say print I. So you can see here we are explicitly mentioning about the start parameter and the end parameter, right? And it is going from 0 to 5. It will not go till 6, it will go till 6 minus 1. Now range parameter for I in range, start value, ending value, and the step, and then we'll say print I. So you can see here, even we've all these three, okay, this value, this, and the first three code which I have written here, it will point to the same thing. But in this case, we have the start and the step value, which is default here. The step value is taking as default, and here it is like all the values we are providing it explicitly. And please note the stop values has to be provided, otherwise it will fail. Now let's increment the range function with a positive value. So we'll say for I in range, start value 10, okay, 0 comma 10 comma 1, okay, and then we'll say print I. If we do this, it will print from 0 to 1, 0 to 9. 0 is the starting value, step is 1, and then till 9. Now what we do, we will change the step value from like the step values. Before this, let's just go about my step value. What happens with the step values is, if it gives the range as 0 comma 10 comma 2, then the value will be 0, then the difference of 2 will come here, then 4, 6, 8, and it's ultimately it will stop at 10, but 10 we will not take. So the output of this will be 2, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So if we execute it here, okay, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, now similarly, if we give, instead of 2 here, we give 3. So what will happen? It will take 0, 3, 6, 9, but it will not go till 10. What happened? So I hope you understand this increment range. Okay, now let's go to the decrement range. If we go to the decrement range, in that case our starting value will be here 10, right? And then our stopping value will be at 0, and then our decrement, we are decrementing it by 2 minus 2. So 10, then it will come 8, 6, 4, 2. Okay, and then we'll get the output as 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Okay, let's execute it here. For I in range, starting value, ending value, and decrement. Okay, minus 2. Okay, instead, okay, so you got it right, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Instead of minus 2, if we give minus 1, then it will print from 10 till 1, not till 0, because it will not go till the last value. Instead of minus 2, if we give here 4, then it will print 10, minus 4, 6, 6 minus 4, 2, and 2 minus 4 is minus 2, it will not go beyond 0. So it will stop till 2. This range and all will come very handy if you want to calculate the sum of the first and number and all those logics if you are applying. Now, using Python range as a list. So I will say range of 10. Okay, range of 10 is 0 comma 10. It will the default starting value is 0. If we convert this as list, you can see if we, the moment we provided list, 0 comma 10 will be converted to 0 to 9, because 10 will be not taken into account. It is till 9 it will be taken into account. So this is how you convert a Python range and convert it as a list. Okay, now how to access the range function elements. Okay, so if we say, so you know that this range value, okay, it will, this value is 0, 1, 2, 3. So if we say, now if we say 0, it will give you 0. If you say 7, it will say 7, till here it will come, right? Now if you provide somewhere beyond 10, or if you provide 10, it will fail, it will out of index. So even if you provide minus 1, what will happen? Because minus 1, it will take, this is the last element and is considered as minus 1. Okay, if you provide minus 2, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10. If you provide here minus 10, minus 10 is 0. Now if you provide minus 11, it will fail, index out of. So in normal terms, if it starts from the beginning, it will be 0. If you start at the end, it will be minus 1. So I believe you are fine with what I am trying to explain here. Okay, this is done. Now what we'll do, merging two range element into one Python function. How will we do that? So for that, what we have to do, we will import a chain from itertools. And what we'll do, okay, first what we'll do, we'll say there is a function which is range from 0 to 10. Okay, if you pass if you create it as a list, what will be the value? It will be from 0 to 9. Now similarly, if you create a list from 10 to 20, it will be from 10 to 19. Now if you merge the list, range of 0 to 10 and then range of 10 to 20, we should get the value from. Now if we merge these two lists, we should get the values from 0 to 19, right? So what we will do, we will say, we will simply use the chain function, chain, and then we will pass the range of 10 comma range of 10 comma 20. Then what we'll do, this is nothing but an object, so we have to use the for loop, for I in. So you can see here the value is going from 0 till 19. So the moment you use for loop, you will get the values from 0 to 19. And this is one of the very good way to merge two range functions. I was working on a task where I wanted to find the ways to reverse a list, and there I thought of first creating a video on range function, and then after this my next video will be on how to reverse a list. So thanks a lot for watching the session. If you feel this video is helpful, please press the like button and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.